Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 19 on EA Sports. On deck, we've got what should be a great matchup between the Detroit Lions and the San Francisco 49ers. Let's get you out to Levi Stadium for the 2018 home opener. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the San Francisco 49ers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at these 49ers as they interplay here. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0. Meanwhile, for the Lions here, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering some snacks.
I was just going to say.
That's where I go.
And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And a quick look now at the offense for the 49ers.
A dynamic runner out of the backfield is Kareem Hunt, who led the NFL in rushing as a rookie last year with over 1,300 yards, added nearly 500 yards in receptions. But the thing I like most about him, big playability. 16 plays of 20-plus yards as a rookie. Not bad for a third-rounder out of Toledo.
He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. Part of the reason they're here, no doubt, is his big performance in the NFC title game, and that's his first catch of the Super Bowl.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. This is Hunt. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38.
Single receiver. Here we go now. Green, 39. Hot.
On play action, they'll throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how are you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Back to throw. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. He'll get it up the middle, and he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. And now the Lions defensive starters.
And I enjoy watching KK Short work inside as a defensive tackle. 24.5 sacks from that spot over the last 3 seasons. That puts him in the company of guys like Geno Atkins, Aaron Donald, Fletcher Cox. When you want an inside pass rusher, think about KK Short.
Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. And almost intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up 4th.
Well, they took the shot, didn't get it, and there's definitely a difference here because they had a chance to get 7, maybe 8 if they pushed it. Instead, they'll likely settle for 3.
Yeah, opening drive, holding him to 3, psychologically maybe a win for the defense. And his kick is good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their highly decorated quarterback, Aaron Rodgers.
I think Aaron Rodgers is one of the poster boys for persistence and belief in self. Because coming out of high school, he had 0 scholarship offers in the D1 level, went to a junior college, went to Cal, and just blew up there. And then, of course, as a first-round draft pick, but a lot lower than what he expected in the first round. And then had to sit behind Brett Favre for a few years in Green Bay before getting his shot. Now he's probably one of the better quarterbacks that we've seen come down the pipe.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
On fourth down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he'll get this up only to about the 22. The numbers on the ground for Hunt a week ago. 23 carries, 76 yards, and a touchdown.
That's a good start to the season. They got the win, and they were able to establish a good running game. Nothing that just blew people away, but a nice solid base to get things started. And they expect that to get tuned up and get better as the season moves on.
Now it's Hunt. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Here we go. Green.
They'll run it here with Hunt. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, that was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now, what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete and nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, second down. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. And the 49ers on the defensive side of the football.
And safety Cam Chancellor has had injuries hold him back a little bit the past couple of seasons. But his ability to stand in the middle of the field and intimidate receivers from going in that area, as well as delivering bone-rattling tackles, makes him a valuable asset to any defense.
Throwing is Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd. Here's Rodgers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you and you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out.
319! 319!
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. Way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Wide open receiver complete. He got 29 yards that time.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Rodgers to throw once more. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down at the 28. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Rodgers again now. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Rodgers to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense.
319! 319!
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And did he get the feet down? No. They'll say he did not. It's incomplete. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage.
And that drive was going pretty darn well. 3 previous times, converted on 3rd down. But on that one, the defense rose up and said, enough of that.
And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not. So the ref makes a call, no touchdown there, wipe it off the board. And Tucker's kick right there, it's good, and that will tie us at 3-3. Well, that will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points, so some disappointment.
It's funny, we had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator, and what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
All right, here we go.
Now Hunt. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. Here's Sam Martin now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. Now Sproles. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Lions will take over. So out now come the Lions. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
Sproles. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Let's go, hey, let's go, come on.
Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call.
False start, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back with more after this. A reminder coming up at halftime, the coach is back. He made it through the first weekend. That's the good news, and he's going to regale you with stats and scores from around the NFL here in the early games in Week 2.
You think he questioned coming back for Week 2, having to work with us?
I think he did. He's just happy that he is far away in Orlando. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And they'll go on the ground. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. They'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll set up to throw. He finds Beckham, complete. It goes for a gain of 10, and it's a first down. Now back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Back look to throw here. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been as tight as we expected, all tied through one half of play. With the call of the second half, let's get it back to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Now they try the right side here. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
Rodgers now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's first and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Looking sideline, incomplete. There defensively was Buster screen to knock it away. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And now running right through it. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. And they'll run it here. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here.
Offense.
Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Rodgers now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on 1st down. Here's Rodgers operating from the gun. There defensively was Buster's screen to knock it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now Rodgers from the gun, he'll throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He connected on his first, this from 41. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. This is Hunt. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
He'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
They're going to look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Rodgers now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams. as we get set for the fourth quarter. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it is.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Thomas Davis in from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Hunt, and he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And Detroit getting set to go now. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Rodgers going to throw. A dump off to Sproles. He showed off a nice juke of the defender, but the next wave there to bring him down. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Rodgers now operating from the gun. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves them with a 3rd down and 8.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 8. Now it's Rodgers. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
319.
To throw, it's Rodgers. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Throwing again. Ebron with it over the middle. And he's brought down. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Let's go, come on.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. And again, it's Rodgers. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They face a 2nd down, but they are in field goal range. Rodgers to throw once more. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
319!
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get this down only to the 18. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the lead will increase to 6 now. It's 9-3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A gain of 32 that time. Back to throw. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. They'll look to throw, and he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
All right, here we go.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. He's back to throw. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th. The 49ers moving hastily. They're scurrying to the line. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Lions looking like they're going to come away with a victory. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep that'll take off time. Blitz them, put pressure on them, make sure that play ends quickly so that you can go ahead and keep moving.
Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. They have the lead, still a 1-possession game, but the defense got the stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. And the Lions will take the knee here with victory in the cards. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Rodgers will take a knee here, and that should be all she wrote.
Well, Brandon, they're getting to 2-0, and this time they're able to take a knee at the end and secure the victory.
Preseason, coach said their goal, they obviously want to win everything. He said, I think we can get off to a 3-0 start. Well, here they are looking at 2-0 right now. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Detroit, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll return home next week to take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Santa Clara.